Today we're going to learn how to use Excel to graph and find line of best fit or equations of best fit. Most of the time, right, we have the data are not going to fit nicely on the graph. We need to find the line of best fit. And now these days we don't do anything by hand anymore. We use technology to do that. So we're going to look at Excel and see how we can do that with Excel. So this equation or this example says that a researcher is studying the growth pattern of trees as part of the forest management project. A sample of trees yields the following relationships between age and diameter of a species of oak trees. So we have our data here, age in years and the diameter in centimeter, how they're growing. This is their average, right? So you see that yields the following relationship between age and diameter of a species of oak tree. So now what we're going to do, we're going to take this data and then we're going to take it to Excel, and then we're going to see how I can graph this in Excel. So I've already copied this, so it's as easy as actually doing this, right? And then copying the information into Excel, so you have them here in Excel. Now when you have them here in Excel, this is your x-axis. The first column is always your x-axis unless you switch them, and then the second column is your y-axis. So what you're going to do, you're going to highlight your data and you're going to insert. And then you're going to insert a scatter plot. Okay, so whenever we're graphing points, we always want points. We don't want a whole graph, so we want points, and this is where the scatter plot is. So you see that the first one is the one that gives you the scatter plot, which is the dots, and this is all what I need for now. So I need the scatter plot. I press on it and you see your graph right here. So you can make the graph bigger if you want to see it bigger. You can here you go. All right, now you can choose different backgrounds, whatever you need. Now, it's very important that I know what the titles of my axes are. If I don't know what the title of my axis or title of my chart, I wouldn't be able to recognize. I would not know what what is it. Okay, it's talking. So the first thing we're gonna do, we're going to insert and then we're gonna add axis, okay, on the graph. So we're gonna go to insert. There should be in the chart design right here, there should be quick layout. And then you see with a quick layout, now there are different Excel sheets will have different things, but you're looking for the axis. Okay, so for quick layout, I can pick this one because as you can see, you have the axis, X and Y axis, and then you have the title for the graph. So we can pick this one. You see they've added the axis here. Now I'll pick this axis and then I'll erase it. And since this is my y-axis, it's distance in centimeter. So make sure you enter the units as well in brackets. And then for the x-axis, I'm going to change it to age in years. So this one here, the title could be what's the question also about? So a researcher is studying growth pattern of trees. So growth pattern of oak trees, it could be, right? The title would be growth pattern so I can go growth pattern of oak trees. All right, now with the series here, I don't need it, so I can delete it if I want. All right, so now you see that this is my graph. You see that I have my titles, X and Y. I have my graph axis, okay? Now, you are gonna need to find an equation of best fit. As we can see, this shows, I'm just looking at pattern, is it P-A-T-T? All right, so this shows a linear pattern. Okay, so what I need to do to find the equation of best fit, if I click on one of the points, okay, then I can right click and I can say add trend line. So now when I add trend line, I have different kinds of features, different kinds of trend lines that I have here. I'm going to pick the linear one because I see that this is kind of a linear growth. So I can pick the linear one, it's already picked here. Also, you want to display equation on chart and you want to display the r squared. I'm going to talk later about the r squared, okay? So the r squared, actually let's do that right now. The r squared tells you how good your line is fitting your points. So the r squared, the biggest number the r squared can be is 1. And anything close to 1 is a good fit. So 0.999 is a good fit. 0.96 is a good fit. Okay? Anything far away from these points, then this is not a good fit, and then we have to pick something else. Okay, so in this case we are picking a linear because the question is asking us to pick linear, and now we have the equation. So you'll see here this right here, which is 1.0959x. The 1.0959, that's the equation of the slope. So that's the slope, and then the negative 1.6873, that's the y-intercept. Okay, so if I go back here, now I can say that the equation of best fit is, after doing the regression line, I don't have to do any of this work. The equation of the line is, with a slope of, I can write that whole equation in Excel. Okay, so that's my equation. R squared is just telling me how good of a fit it is.